5s and 78s, with 33s and 808s, with UB40s, 501s, with swinging 60s number ones, with Freddie and the Dreamers here. We're made with this stuff, as we'll hear, with tea dances and coffee bars, with pull-down slums and push-up bras, with sing-arounds in snugs and vaults, with Boddingtons and Joey Alts, with backing tracks and back-to-backs, with Parkers and with anoraks, with fishnets and with fishing hats, with fiddles and with Fender Strats, with Chelsea boots and bobby socks, with Gretsch and Gibson, Korg and Vox, with Cherry Reds and Cherry Aid, with Rickenbacker Renegades, with banjos and with mandolins, with oboes and with violins, with trumpets and with slide trombones, with megaphones and microphones, with bowrons and with baritones, with samplers and with saxophones, with gizmos and with glockenspiels, with jigs and reel-to-reels, with pickups and with piccolos, with jitterbugs and gigolos, with lutes and zoots and xylophones, with ukes and flutes and vibraphones, with moogs, not moogs, and Casios, with trios and with tremolos, with djembes and with drum machines, with lippy kids and limousines, with Hammonds and harmoniums, with random pandemoniums, with the Roland TB 303, with weed and speed and ecstasy. With Detroit played in Withington, with Wigan digging Washington, Chicago, Trenchtown, Dusseldorf, all brewing, stewing, hit the north. We're digging through the record crates with acid house on acetates, with beats and bleeps and BPMs, with hidden talents, hidden gems, with Perry Boys and Jerry Curls, with very merry berry girls, with Xerox, with peroxide hair, with a boombox and a lino square, with breakdancing and broken glass, with klezmer, clever clogs in class, with afros, cornrows, dreads and weaves, with gateway drugs and gateway gatefold sleeves, with orchestras and string quartets, with Rizzlers, roaches, cigarettes, with Brill cream, hairspray, dyes and gels, with decimating decibels, with jiving and with gyro checks, with disco biscuit discotheques, with keyboards and with ketamine, with amplified amphetamine, with tablas and with tambourines, with magic mushroom magazines, with paisley and with polka dots, with mini skirts and microdots, with Lebanese in Afghan coats, with taking pictures, taking notes, with patches and patchouli oil, with silver discs and silver foil, with tie-dye joysticks, lava lamps, with marching bands and martial amps, with psychedelia, punk and funk, with skanking skiffle, scar and skunk, with locks and dots and dungarees, with minor chords and major E's, with simply reds and delta blues, with purple hearts and blue suede shoes, with musicals and music halls, with gladiolis, glitter balls, with steel drums and stolen riffs, with smiths and tiffs and spliffs and quiffs, with killer queens and killer heels, with pedal pushers, pedal steels, with pride at flesh, with rainbow flags, with smoking guns and smoking fags, with lipstick and with lesbians, with theremin's and thespians, with auto-tune and autographs, with Photoshop and photographs, with gin and tonic, Halle nights, with philharmonic ballet types, with squeeze boxes and squatters' rights, with happy days and boogie nights, with velvet suits and dicky bows, with sewn-on badges. So it goes. With switches, knobs and dials and slides, with rock and roller coaster rides, with twisting at the twisted wheel, with listening to the great John Peel, with wah-wah fuzz and overdrive, with Jewish jazz and jukebox jive, with suede and spandex straps and studs, with head shops, hats, hijabs and hoods, with Kayleys and with chaos pads, with pissing rain on passing fads, with duffel coats and sonic roots, with desert boots and tonic suits, with brothel creepers, monkey boots, with beetle crushers, beetle suits, with mosh pits and with modernists, with posh gits and with communists, with moonwalking in sunny Hume, with leather pants in Levenjume, with Holland's pants, with hot pants, loom pants, collars, ties, with French kissing and Holland's pies, with digital and analogue, with caftans from the catalogue, with forming bands in former mills, with Vespers and with espadrilles, with bootleg tapes and straight leg jeans, with sound systems and late shebeens, with air guitars, with tennis rackets, sawn off, drawn on denim jackets, with lovers rock and strictly roots, with kilowatts and kicker boots, with sharps and flats and semitones, with student grants and student loans, with Wurlitzers and wannabes, with never ever gonna be's, with ghetto funk and loop guitars, with Netto in superstars, with broken hearts and broken strings, with bongo drums and broken wings, with synthesizer symphonies, with eyes the size of Timperley, with ravers, rasters, moshers, emos, saviours, bastards, goths and screamos, rappers, flappers, skins and teds, with headbangers and metalheads, with Stay Preston, with staying power, with talcum powder, flower power, with backdrops, backflips, spins and splits, with grabber granny, ballroom blitz, with urbanists and shirt tables, with turbans and with turntables, with Yamalkas and Yamahas, with spitting fire and spitting bars, with scooters and with motorbikes, with hope and glory, open mics, with R&B and rock and roll, with Eastern, Western, Northern soul. With chip shop, hip-hop opera songs, with filthy mouths and silver tongues, with motor mouths and rent-a-gobs, with fringes, flat tops, beehives, bobs, with hitmen and with hitmakers, with poets and with piss takers, with knobheads and with know-it-alls, with proper fucking head the balls, with lunatics and mavericks, with fantasists, fucking dicks, with raving crazy total loons, with fuck all. But he wrote the tunes. With bands on walls and bands on stage, with wit and grit and thrash and rage, with blood and fire and sweat and sex, with freedom found in bondage kecks, with cherished anthems, tingled spines, we're breaking rules and blowing minds, with glorious, victorious choirs, with fire starters, starting fires, with thrills and pills and bellyache, with scissors and with sellotape, with Tipex and with typewriters, with tribes of scribes as prize fighters, with a Pritt stick and a letter set, with the spirit of the suffragettes, with a kid from Withenshaw, with one thing that he's living for, with cut me and I bleed it man, with me I just need it man, with lads from Ashton underlined, with passion underlined, with Oldham kids they scared them now, and Bolton kids prepared for out, forgotten girls from Openshaw, with what the world is hoping for, with a virtuoso Vimto kid who always could, never did. With legal highs, illegal fun, with needles and the damage done, with thefts and debts and costs, with those who found that they had lost, with glasses raised proposing toasts to whispers, memories, echoes, ghosts, with living proof of those who died, with fading posters saved with pride, with flashbacks to that moment when, with smiles we laughed and joked, and then with arms aloft we sang entranced, with friends we've lost. But how we danced. We'll treasure them. They'll not be gone. With care we'll share them. Everyone will keep the faith. We'll grow the flames. We'll see the kids. We'll know their names. With pride of what the past has told. Arms wide for what the future holds. With yet so much to answer for. With yet the chance for so much more. With all the new work coming through. We'll always search for something new. With sus and humour, style and grace. With love for this amazing place. We're ready. Sharing sounds between us. We're Freddie and the town of dreamers. With hearts of soul that beat like drums, with look out here it fucking comes, with new shit here inspiring us, with music here defining us. It's a Northmank girl who earns her skill and aims her camera, shoots to thrill and writes the book and holds it high, saying this is me. And this is why. Have a wonderful evening. Let's hear it together.